Okay. I got headphones this time.
The damned... Sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Oh, that's really way too close. Oh. I guess I do have to close my door, because I... I have to close my door for a while. Unless you want to start hearing something about, like, whatever she was watching.
How are you? Did you rest well? Yep, this is a comfortable place to rest. I guess that's one thing here that's better than the desert. But other than that, there's not much going for this place.
Saying things like that isn't going to help, Adia.
But it's the truth. The desert is full of terrible memories for me. Being there was like... yeah.
That's a weird way to put it. Actually, if you hadn't mentioned it, Paimon would have already forgotten that this domain is in the desert. I know what you mean. The air here isn't at all like the desert. It's very humid. Almost as if we're in the rainforest. It's a very familiar feeling for me.
Everyone looks well rested. If you're ready, we can start making our way to the jungle north of here.
Good luck, everyone! I'll be rooting for you!
Hold on. I said we, didn't I? No need to say goodbye, because you're coming too.
Wow.
Huh? But wait, I'm just the mascot!
You can't back out this time, Adia. The manager of the fairgrounds is waiting to see you. She said Adia is the only person who could help.
Yes, Kale and I discovered a fairgrounds in the forest.
Oh, wow.
The person in charge of it seems to be a Spontamod scholar. A scholar? But what's she doing there? Research?
Oh, I wish there were ley lines here that I could ever study. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. I'd better come along then.
Stabilize!
Boring! Lament! Useless! Worthless! If it's useful, I'll take it.
Finally, someone has arrived.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Thank you, Kale. It's been quite some time since I've seen you, Idia. To be honest, I didn't think you'd actually show up. If anything, I thought you'd be curled up somewhere crying alone.
Hey, you shouldn't be saying things like that.
Doesn't seem to be the first time Paimon's heard someone say that about Adia, though.
You wanna see me cry? Fine! I'll stop crying right here!
No, please don't.
All right, I shouldn't have said that. Now, who are these two?
And Paimon is Paimon!
They're reliable helpers. Lucky for you that I found them. You'd better be more careful about how you speak to them, okay?
Oh my god.
Of course.
It's really
Good to
close.
meet you.
I'm sorry.
You may call me Maymuna. For the sake of time, we should forego the usual pleasantries. Please follow me.
Wow! Look at that huge
Amazing, isn't it?
Really?
Huh?
What is it, Kale?
Sorry. I'm not sure if I should tell you. I'm afraid it might dampen the mood.
That's not important. Please, just...
Well... There are lots of vendor booths set up here, but there's no one running them.
The truth is, this used to be an exciting and bustling place. But just a few days ago, something happened, and it seemed like...
Like, the world was suddenly flipped upside down?
Yes, exactly. Something fell from the central hub into the tent and knocked down the crystal light that was hanging at the top.
Oh, the crystal light.
Mm-hmm. I remember a certain someone said that we should have beautiful lights to celebrate at a fair. But once the light fell, the tent became a complete mess and the hydro... Just when I was at my wit's end, a man from the Lawrence clan came and offered his assistance.
Wait, he offered to help you?
Yes, and he refused to listen to any of my...
Yes? And then?
Yeah, don't leave us hanging here!
And that's it. He became...
Oh no! We have to do something! We can't just leave him there, Maymuna!
I know, but the situation inside might be more difficult than you think.
Just talking about it is a waste of time. Since we're already here, let's go and scout out the situation ourselves.
All right. This way, please. There used to be a large stage inside, but after everything got shaken up, it seems the very nature of the entire place was altered. The lamps and crystal light that were hanging above have all fallen down, which makes repairs near impossible.
Wait, so you mean it's difficult to move around in there?
Yes, mainly because of the lights. Do any of you have experience being on stage?
I can't stand that feeling. Having every—
Me too! I'm no good at speaking in front of people. And then to have—
Sounds like you have some things you haven't been able to let go of yet.
Please don't laugh. I'm trying my best to change that, but there are still some things I can't overcome.
No, there's nothing funny about that. And you know what? It's not a bad thing to care when other people are looking. That's my opinion anyway. Think about it. Only people who have high— You have many good qualities, Kale. I bet if—
No way! That would be impossible.
I can relate. I know exactly how she feels.
Maybe we should find a time for you to learn with me. And one day, you will become an outstanding dancer too. By that time, you'll be so focused on performing your beautiful moves that you'll no longer worry about an audience watching you.
Wow. You are so passionate.
Really? You do that? You wouldn't—
You really think I'm that kind of person? Fine. Vengeance will be mine.
Oh, no! Of course not. Alright. Please teach me.
Seems there's no need for me to warn you again. Anyway.
Wait, what's the thing in the middle there?
That's my crystal light! It's been locked up.
Well, let's figure out a way to fix this. Looks like we need to raise the platform underneath the crystal light.
If I remember correctly, the stage controls should be somewhere around here.
It seems we have to use the colorful lens to make the light change colors.
Beg for mercy. Huh? Shudder. Beg for mercy. Crush. Yeah. Shudder. Yeah. Beg for mercy. Crush. More speed.
That's one way of shining new light on the problem.
Hey, Maimuna? Do you happen to know someone named Sino?
No, never heard that name before. Why do you ask?
Oh, never mind then. I was just thinking you two would have a lot in common.
Back to the situation at hand. We should probably head into the passageway that opened now.
Hello? Is anyone here? If you can hear me, please help!
Lessig Lawrence?
Who are you? Who ha-
You sure
Yep. He's a member of the Lawrence clan, all right.
You? What are you doing? Have you come here to mock me, Eula?
If you would just think for a moment, it should be pretty obvious why we are here. Yet, now you're intentionally... Of course, you don't have to accept my help. After all, aristocrats are naturally superior and need no help from others.
Yes, thanks for the reminder. I don't need help from the likes...
I don't think he really means it, Eula. His tone was harsh, but he keeps glancing.
Okay. He's been trapped for so long that it seems he's forgotten how to hold a decent conversation.
Hey, no, wait! Halt! You cannot just leave me here. We're both of the Lawrence bloodline. Helping me when necessary certainly won't tarnish your...
This is the best reason you could come up with? You think tacking on the word family will be enough to talk me into helping you? You should be ashamed for your careless actions. It's because of you that we all had to come here.
Seems everyone in the Lawrence clan is this way.
All right. Looks like it's time for the mascot to step in. Here you go. One for Eula, and one for Lessig.
What is this? Candy?
Thanks.
Oh, the smell. It's just like the aroma I smelled coming from the lens.
Yes, that's right. Enjoying something sweet always lightens the mood.
Oh, thank you, Miss Mascot. I certainly do.
So he's willing to thank someone else, but not me.
Eula has been worrying about you the past few days, and asked me several times, but now that you two have been reunited, I won't have to keep answering her questions anymore. Oh, I'm so happy.
Let me clarify one thing. I don't care what happens to him. If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then...
Eula will never admit that she actually...
Yeah, you're probably right.
If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then at least give me another piece of candy.
Hmm? Oh,
Sorry. I admit my mistake. I know I've...
Why couldn't you have just said that earlier?
I'm back. Oh?
Nothing.
All right. Then let's clean things up here and keep working our way toward getting the crystal light fixed.
I'll take him and find some place for him to rest.
All right. I'll leave my... You'd better rest up and regain your strength before we settle things, Lessig.
Now, let's see if there's any way to keep raising the platform higher. We probably will need to find a mechanism that's like a lamp.
Strange. Is that really the Lessig that I know?
You shouldn't always judge people based on the way you knew them before. People change, and people can always make different choices.
Oh, look! There's a water droplet over there!
Ah, a hydroidolin. It must have been trapped in the curtain. But at least it seems to be okay. a magical tent, after all. The inside is much larger than it appears from the outside. Haven't you heard stories with this sort of thing before?
Oh, another path has appeared! This should be the last level.
Yes, don't worry. We're almost at the last thing we need to do is after the stage collapse.
No,
I have. I've gone there a few times with Master Tainari. The place is bustling with all kinds of vendors.
Oh, a dance from Sumeru? I'd like to see that myself.
It doesn't matter if it's on the way or not. I would be...
Great. I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah!
Really? I was just a kid and didn't understand anything. I always thought my father was amazing and wanted to be just like him when I grew up.
But aren't you a scholar in the academia, Maimuna? As I doubt you could have time to assist your father in preparing festivities.
Yeah, seems you read me like a book. When I had the choice between becoming who I wanted to be and who my parents wanted me to be, I ended up choosing the latter.
Huh. That's almost the exact opposite of Eula's situation.
You must have already realized that. Why else would you set up all the booths here and make this place like a fairgrounds?
Yes, but I'm still not as happy as I imagined I would be. I realized that attending a fair and running a fair are two completely different things. The main reason my childhood was so fun and carefree is because my family worked hard. But my father knew how difficult and tiring running... But in the end, I didn't do well in either. I gave up on myself and resorted to investigating ley lines in the desert. I finally had a chance to make my wish of running a fair come true. But after seeing everything come crashing down, I feel like I've lost the strength to go on.
It's not as bad as you make it out to be, Maimuna. No need. You have the courage to change. You've been actively guiding us. Someone who's given up on themselves could never do these things.
Oh, Kale.
I understand my situation better than anyone.
It's not that I'm trying to comfort you. It's just that people sometimes don't realize that their actions speak louder than words. Believe me, this is something that I learned.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
Oh, nothing.
All right.
Nope.
Good. That should do it.
Hey, Edea! We're back!
Oh, I was starting to wonder what was taking you so long. But don't worry, Lessig is recovered. I'm pretty good at taking care of people.
I don't know if I should be worried for him or...
The shadow. It's massive. Wait.
Of course. With a team like the Traveler, Paimon, Kale, and Eula, they're at least 40 times more reliable than...
Only 40 times more reliable?
I guess it's impossible.
Huh? What has happened? How did I get outside of the tent? Ah, that's right.
Oh, you're awake now. Don't worry, that's just a side effect of your treatment.
I'm afraid I still feel a little disoriented.
Lessig Lawrence.
Oh, it's you, Eula. All right, I'll do it.
Interesting. Now you want to talk. Seems like you've had a change of heart. In that case, maybe you'll be able to explain everything in detail for us now.
I admit it, yes. It was a long journey, and I didn't always know the way. But the peculiar thing is, you and I are like glass pawns that were raised in shackles. We were taught to act like nobles, but outside the walls of our home, the people of Mondstadt, such pompous, hateful, and stubborn teaching. It's like a never-ending game of tug-of-war, but it is meaningless. You understand. Or I should say, you have already long understood. But I'm afraid that I have only just realized this.
Paimon sorta understands what Lessig is saying.
Everything he said is true. Your family is probably unaware that you've already changed.
Yes, this has all happened recently. After coming to this domain, all that I and many other members of the Lawrence clan long for is a place...
Lessig, both you and I never had anything to do with the glory of the Lawrence clan.
I originally planned on returning to Mondstadt after taking care of things here.
See? People can always make different choices.
Yes.
That's all right. Being able how to find true happiness is probably one...
I have a suggestion for you, Lessig. Why don't you return to Mondstadt and tell your parents what you just told...
They'll probably try to tear me limb from limb. But what about you? Did you ever tell your family about what you think?
This is something that I've been thinking about, too. Perhaps the two of us can sit down with the rest of the clan and discuss it with them. The Lawrence clan is just like this stage. It was once home to glorious performances, but those days are now long gone. And it is time for the stage to be updated.
She's so solid and tough, but also clear and open, like an ice cube. Is that why she's able to dance anytime and anywhere she wishes?
Are you all done talking now?
Yes, I think so. By the way, that is for you. Please take it. I found it on Lessig earlier.
Oh, it's one of the missing components! Wait,
Well, you didn't ask.
okay, we'll let the Traveler hold on to it.
Wait, it looks pretty familiar.
Have we seen one of these before?
Ah, right! I also bought a...
Yes, people often use this kind of box for candy at festivals. But now that the tent has been repaired, we no longer need it. Eating the candy from the box as an adult will never be as delicious as it was when you were a kid.
Ah, so when it comes down to it, eating candy is sort of like life.
So, as of now, we've already collected 3 of the missing components. I'm sorry that repair...
Hey, Kokomi! You're already here!
Oh, you're back. I trust your adventures to the forest went smoothly?
Yep, you could say that. How about you? Up to anything today?
Well, I suppose it's time I told you that as the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, I shouldn't actually be here now. The truth is that a relic known as the Shinro Casket was lost from Watatsumi Island long ago.
Wow, you can hear him. Wow.
But recently,
His
an
headphones are
orb matching
great.
the relic's description suddenly began emitting light, almost as if it was guiding people to it. This is what led me to find the relic's whereabouts. I wasn't lying when I said that. Goro has often told me that sitting at home reading light novels is not the best of practices, and that I should try to get out more. As I made my way from Watatsumi Island to Sumeru, I enjoyed a variety of breathtaking sights. It really is a beautiful nation. I even stayed in the rainforest for several days. I was surprised to find that the relic had ended up in the desert. I knew it was somewhere here, but I still couldn't pinpoint the exact location. Though I feel that Idia was not intentionally trying to hide anything from us, this domain does have plenty of secrets. I'm sure you've sensed that too.
Now that you mention it, a lot did happen today.
I see. When you found Lessig, did you also happen to find any clues related to this domain? I'm afraid that he was caught up in his thoughts and didn't pay attention to his surroundings. Actually, before the world was flipped upside down, this domain didn't look anything like this.
Hey, everyone!
Oh, I hope we're not interrupting your conversation. It's alright. You two did a lot today. Care to join me for a cup of tea?
Sure! That would be perfect! Eula and I just made some snacks.
Turns out Idia has a cooking stove and oven. Seriously, why didn't she mention it earlier?
Oh, so did you make us some moon pies?
No, I made something called storm crust pie. You should try one, traveler.
And I made some pita pockets. You could try some, Kokomi. It should... sorry. I should call you General.
Oh, I would be happy to try some.
By the way, Eula, how's your cousin doing now?
Oh, him. You would never guess, but he's busy over by the oven now.
No.
reduced to just standing around. How absurd.